Hey out there, everybody. As you saw in our reveal video, we have a new test vehicle, my Q50. And like I said, I don't know. I just bought it. This is the first oil change I've done. I don't know when the last oil change was done. It was supposedly done when it was traded at the dealer. It has AC Delco filters traded in a Chevy dealership, so it makes sense. But I've put roughly 5,000 miles on it since then. It's just getting ready to hit 50,000 miles, so that's a good point to change the oil over to Castrol, which I use. But as you saw in our Marvel Mystery Oil video, that was a long-term motor flush solution. So what we're going to do today is a Motor Medic motor flush. Never done one of these. This low mileage vehicle, probably no chance on it leaking. So we're going to add it to the car, let it run for 5 minutes like you're supposed to, and drain it out and see what it looks like when it comes out. Step one is to add the Motor Medic motor flush to the engine. This stuff smells like gasoline. And it's pretty thin too. Yeah, it looks like Marvel Mystery Oil, honestly. Okay. Cap me, Steve. Okay, get your rag there. Grab this on the bottom. Ready? Okay. Reinstall the cap. There we go. And it is 3:58:59 according to that. 3:58. So at 4:03 we will come back in here, shut it off. It tells you on the bottle, do not drive it, do not operate it above idling, do not let it run longer than 5 minutes because it could cause damage. So now we wait. 4:03, turned off, and now we'll drain the oil and see what it looks like. So apparently whoever put the drain plug on before impacted it in, because I am literally denting the oil pan. So Steve's gonna get a breaker bar. All right, guys, so we got all the oil out. As you can tell, it is like water, and it almost overfilled the pan. As you can tell, it overfilled it a little bit, and it's just overflowing everywhere. All right, guys, here's a good look at the oil if you want to take a look at it coming out of the filter. Something else I noticed too was the O-ring was not only deformed, but it was ready to come off. So I'm glad I did this, because that could have come loose or worked its way loose and started leaking oil going down the highway, which would have been a disaster. So positive. But as you can tell, this oil is just water thin. Look at that. It is just like water. It's nasty. Well, it's out. And like I said, it is like water. As you can tell, it is literally just super thin. That's probably why they don't want you operating it while it's in there. And it brought out more oil than I've ever seen come out of a car. We almost overfilled the oil pan. And just pulling it out, it was over splashing and overrunning. So it definitely did. It thinned out the oil, and it probably chased out some more than a normal drain would take. If I was going to do this again, I would do it at a shop somewhere we can drain it straight into a pan. It didn't look any different. Like, it wasn't dirty, it wasn't chalky. It was red, so I guess the dye in the Motor Medic motor flush tinted the oil, I guess you would say. So it does work. Obviously does something. I'm sure if this was a higher mileage engine, there might have been some stuff come out. Now, something you need to keep in the back of your head though is, I have heard people talk about on higher mileage engines, when you do this, it could knock sludge loose and stuff, and sludge could be what keeps your engine from leaking. So you could potentially be creating a leak or something to the extent. It also tells you on the bottle, if it's a high mileage engine, to take the oil pan off and clean it to keep the stuff from settling in the bottom. Now something I am going to do just to be safe that I recommend is I always run a good filter, but I actually went up and got the platinum filter just in case something did come loose or whatever. The filter will help catch all that. So it did work. Like I said, we made a mess cleaning it up. So if you want a good way to get all the oil out of your engine, this is it.
You need a brake bar?
Maybe.
I mean, really, I can get it. Was it 3/8?
Yeah.
We'll just get you a 3/8 breaker bar, okay?
Yeah. Whew.
Okay.
That should not be that tight.
No. Be right back.